Go Joe! I've always really been into music. My mom said I could hum before I could talk. And I started wanting to be a songwriter for major label artists. And so when I was younger, I did a bunch of camps and I got a bunch of opportunities to work with labels. You know, in high school, I was flying out to LA, doing sessions and going to Atlantic Records and working with artists, pitching out songs. And that's kind of how I got my start. A lot of people told me, you know, the R&B sound would be more well received in a place like Atlanta or LA, and that nobody's doing that here. I was like, yeah, you're right. Nobody is doing that, so I'm gonna do it. There was no lane really, and it was more of an open lane. And so for my sound, I kind of was just capitalized on the fact that there wasn't a young black R&B-ish pop girl that was making music in Seattle. I don't know, provided me a platform to really grow my fan base organically and from the ground. I think my artistry really came about from this big Seattle Battle of the Bands, that it's like the biggest battle of the bands in the Pacific Northwest. It's called Sound Off, and I got second place, and I was so surprised. And that was like the first time where I really was like, oh my gosh, I can't just stand here. I actually have to put on a show and, you know, be funny and like have things to say and be relatable. And that was the first moment when I realized it. I'm seeing all those things merge, so now it's kind of just one, and I love it all. I love like every facet of the art, and I just feel lucky I can do it, yeah. Well, I think the Sol Blume lineup is incredibly unique. It's a lot of people of color, it's a lot of artists on the rise, and I think it really gives us all an opportunity to be showcased in a way where our fans can come and we can come meet each other. As I was telling the Sol Blume people, even if I wasn't performing, I'd be here as a fan because I love the lineup. I'm excited to meet Tierra Whack. For sure. I want to know if she is just as wacky in real life or not, and I'm excited by it. I'm like, I can't wait for her to perform. I love Jess Connolly. I love Snow Allegra. I just saw her walk in. So I'm excited to meet all of them and just kind of just chop it up, talk about life and you know, collaboration, yeah. So I'm currently working on my debut album. It's coming out later this year. We're just finishing up doing instrumentation, and we're really putting everything into it, so it kind of starts as an idea for me, but it's post-production. We're bringing in instrumentalists, cello players, violin players, trumpets, piano, and so we're really going all out for it. I'm really excited. I believe that as a musician, I should be a student of my craft, so I'm always listening to new music. I'm constantly inspired by new artists, especially girls. This lineup is crazy. Tierra Whack, she's killing it, you know? I'm inspired by Melly, I'm inspired by Kehlani, but then originally, you know, the greats, Stevie Wonder, Hall & Oates, Steely Dan. That was kind of all what my parents taught me, Earth, Wind & Fire. And so I think the collaboration, the meet in the middle of the classics and the foundation of music, plus this new wave is kind of where I kind of sit and where I'm most influenced. Yeah. Awesome.